Hey everyone! Welcome back to Mr. English Clips, your friendly place to learn, laugh, and speak English every day. I'm Emily.
And I'm Michael. Thanks for joining us. Today, we're diving into a topic that's part of everyone's life, every single day: transportation.
Yes, walking, driving, taking the bus, riding a bike, flying across countries. Transportation is how we move in our world. And today, we're going to talk about it naturally, like real conversations you'd have every day.
We'll cover buses, taxis, trains, planes, road trips, and even some fun travel idioms. Ready to explore, Emily?
Absolutely. Let's start with everyday travel. Michael, how do you usually get to work?
Well, it depends. If it's raining or I'm tired, I might drive. But if I want to avoid traffic, I take the subway. It's faster and less stressful.
I usually take the bus. I like watching the city go by while listening to music or podcasts.
That's perfect. And of course, traffic is always a factor. Have you ever been stuck in traffic, Emily?
Oh, so many times. You know, sometimes it feels like time just stops. You sit there, and all the cars around you are barely moving. That's when you can say, I was stuck in traffic.
Exactly. And it happens to everyone at least once a week. Sometimes, if you're late, you just sigh and say, "Sorry I'm late. I was stuck in traffic."
I remember one morning I was late for work because of a huge traffic jam. I had my coffee in hand, my bag on my lap, and I just hoped I wouldn't spill it.
Oh, that sounds stressful. I had a similar situation once. I was supposed to meet a friend at 9 a.m., and the cars were moving at a snail's pace. I ended up being 20 minutes late and completely flustered.
It happens. And sometimes, even when you plan ahead, you might miss the bus or train. I remember chasing after a bus once, running so fast and just watching it leave as I arrived. I had to wait for the next one.
We've all been there. And if you catch the next bus, you can simply say, "I caught the next bus," or "I caught the bus just in time."
Yes, and if your commute involves changing buses or trains, you can say, I have to transfer buses at Central Station.
Speaking of commuting, some people travel long distances every day. That's called commuting. For example, I commute to the city every day. Commuting can be tiring, but it's part of many people's routines.
Exactly. And during your commute, you can notice small things like the people around you, the city's architecture, or even practice English quietly by reading signs or listening to a podcast.
It's like combining your travel time with learning time. Small steps every day lead to big improvements.
Now, let's move on to taxis. Michael, do you take taxis often?
Sometimes, especially when I'm in a hurry or the weather is bad, you can ask a driver, "Can you take me to the airport, please?" Or, "Could you drop me off at the mall?"
Exactly. And drop me off means let me out of the car at a specific location. You can also ask, do you want the fastest route or the cheapest route? That's useful when you're deciding between time and money.
I remember a time I was in a new city and the taxi driver asked me that. I said, fastest route, please. I don't want to miss my appointment. And he laughed, saying, everyone says that.
It's funny how travel is full of little moments like that. Sometimes drivers become your first friendly connection in a new place.
And if you want to start a friendly conversation, you can say things like, the traffic is heavy today, isn't it? Or, do you enjoy driving in this city? Small talk makes your English sound natural.
Now, what about trains? They're slower than planes, but have their own charm. I love watching the countryside while listening to music or reading a book.
Yes, trains are relaxing, and there are useful phrases like buy a ticket, catch a train, get off at the next stop, platform number, and a round trip ticket.
I remember once I took a train to another city for a weekend trip. I bought a round trip ticket and didn't have to worry about anything, just enjoying the ride.
And sometimes trains are delayed. You can say, the train was delayed by 20 minutes, or if you're lucky, I caught the train just in time.
Exactly. And when you travel, it's polite to ask, "Excuse me, is this seat taken?" Or, "Could you help me with my luggage?" Small questions like that make travel smoother.
Now let's take it a step higher. Air travel. Airports can be exciting, but also overwhelming. First, you check in at the counter, then you go through security, wait at the boarding gate, and finally board your flight.
Yes. And you can say, I checked in at the airport, my flight was delayed, or my flight was canceled. Once on the plane, you might say, could I have a blanket? Or, where is the restroom?
I remember a flight I had to Singapore. It was delayed by 10 hours, but I ended up reading 3 books and eating way too many sandwiches. It wasn't ideal, but I still enjoyed learning new English phrases during the wait.
Air travel teaches patience and adaptability, and the vocabulary is useful everywhere. Words like check in, boarding gate, carry on bag, passport, delayed flight, all part of traveling smoothly.
And of course, road trips. There's nothing quite like the freedom of driving with friends, music, snacks, and planning your stops along the way.
Yes. Common phrases are fill up the tank, take a break, hit the road, and pull over. I love road trips because every stop becomes a mini adventure.
I remember a summer road trip to the mountains. The air was crisp, the music was loud, and every few hours we stopped to take pictures or grab a snack. Sometimes we took a wrong turn, and that became a funny memory.
Exactly. Wrong turns happen. You can say, we took the wrong turn, or let's check the map, or can you use GPS? And if you get tired, just say, Let's pull over for a break.
Small stops during long trips are important. You can also make conversations while driving, like the view is beautiful, or let's grab some coffee.
Now, transportation isn't just about getting from one place to another. It's also cultural. In London, people take the tube. In New York, it's called the subway. In Japan, the trains are incredibly punctual, while in Thailand, almost everyone rides motorbikes. And in the Netherlands, bicycles are everywhere.
Transportation really reflects how people live and connect. And learning English is similar. It reflects how you move forward, step by step.
Even mistakes are part of the journey. If you miss a bus or make an error in English, another opportunity will come. It's all part of growing.
And speaking of idioms, there are many transportation related ones. In the same boat means in the same situation. Miss the bus means missing an opportunity. Get back on track is to return to your plan or goal. It's a smooth ride means everything is going well.
I love idioms. They make English fun. You can say, "Don't worry, we're all in the same boat." Or, "I wanted to join the class, but I missed the bus."
Learning English is a journey, just like traveling. Sometimes fast, sometimes slow, but always moving forward. Every word you learn is another step closer.
And that's why transportation is a perfect topic. It shows movement, progress, and stories. Every bus, train, or plane trip is a chance to learn, explore, and practice.
Exactly. And you can practice small conversations everywhere in taxis, buses, trains, airports, or even on a short walk.
Now, let's imagine a full travel day. We wake up, pack our bags, and head to the station. I realize I forgot my passport, so we rush back. Michael, what do you say?
Don't worry, we still have time. Let's drive quickly to get it.
We run back, grab the passport, and finally reach the train. I say, "Phew, we got it just in time."
Exactly. Then, during the ride, we look out the window, notice small details, and share stories. Every moment is a learning opportunity.
And that's the key. Whether it's buses, taxis, trains, planes, or road trips, transportation is about more than travel. It's about experiences, conversations, and practice.
And don't forget the mindset. Every small step in learning English is like every stop in travel. You move forward and you grow.
That's right. So keep exploring, keep talking, and keep believing in yourself. English is a journey, and every journey is an adventure.
And that's it for today's episode Transportation in English.
If you enjoyed this, remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe to Mr. English Clips.
And remember, every trip starts with a single step in travel and in learning English.
See you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.